Plan of action today is just see how far I get. Oh, I made banana bread today and very dense. It was nice. I learned a few things. But good God, it can put you to sleep if you're not careful. It is thick. It's very dense. Oh God, and run past. I don't want to hear that for the next 20 minutes. What? Onward to adventure. Nobody knows where we're gonna go. Here we go. Have you had luck obtaining the fresh lamb? Please hurry, the guests are arriving any moment now. Yoink. 4 slices of fresh lamb and right in the nick of time. Thank you ever so much. It's times like this I feel fulfilled in my role. I used to be a chef myself, you see, but my skills weren't quite up to par. So when the Bismarck expanded operations, I asked to be made its provisioner instead. This way I can still be part of the business in spite of my shortcomings. I do need new gloves. Give me gloves. Give me gloves. Okay. I still need a body. Alright. I look very mismatched with my teeny weeny skirt and my big fluffy gloves. Oh, I'm gonna sleep good tonight, that's for sure. So I don't know how long I'm gonna stream 14 for each session, because I do find after 14, it's something my good friend Hantanos pointed out, doing the reading, my God, does it wreck your vocal cords after a while. So that is something to consider. And I have to think about very carefully. Especially when we start getting into the really story-heavy chunks of this game. But it's fine. Yo, that umbrella is super cute. What? I want that. Okay. We are going to... Where do we slay those again? Where are they? They're up by there. We may as well just go out the gate that leads from the upper decks. Do I want lower? I wanted lower. I don't remember my way around and it's showing. Ooh, hunt logs. Wait, I don't have carbuncle. Now I have carbuncle. Yes, today has been a very lazy day, besides the baking. Which I am fine with. Still have not decided if I'm doing the art stream tomorrow or if I'm going to do it Sunday. I got a bit of time to think about it. I like my art streams. They're a lot more relaxed than my game streams can be. You know, until I put the really annoying cringe music on. Sprint! Away we go! Well, if nothing else, she's hydrated and moist. Oh, I shouldn't have said it like that. Cats don't do well in rain. Lunas, on the other hand, love rain. I'm hoping we get some rain soon. Don't get me wrong, I've been enjoying the lovely weather, but at the same time, I would like to be able to open my window and hear the rain. Especially at night. Oh, but just put a white noise machine on. It's just not the same. It's just not the same. Luna, we really need to get you with some clothes, darling. She's got her other mitts on and not much else. Still don't know how to play Summoner or Scholar, and it's really funny. Oh my god, Ruby Carbons will harm me by hits. Alright, we need Mandragoras. Where are they? Yeah, over here. I am so sorry for all the constant upskirt shots. I promise it is not intentional. Salutations, Mr. Demon. I hope you are well. Smack the Mandragora. You just got blocked for saying upskirt on the grounds of misogyny. I mean, I appreciate my bot detecting that, but also, it's fine. I'm going to stretch. Again, I'm gonna hydrate. Oh my god. It's a good emote. Oh god, you got the Steam's Ham Galaxy. Oh. How perfect is it for you to get the Crocs with Socks Galaxy? How perfect. No! You gotta put him in sports mode, my dude. Well, I ran out here for nothing. My man got new emotes and he's gonna use every single one of them. There is a Grinning Demon and a Banana Dragon galaxy hidden in there somewhere. I need to also make one for Fen, Hantinos, and Kara. Oh, and Zenith. I should come up with one for Zenith as well. It's just fun having little references to friends in there. What was I doing again? Oh, yeah. How are you, Zuzu? You doing okay? Oh, a Zoe Galaxy. What would that be themed around, though? The Big Jugs Galaxy? I'm sorry. Oh, dear. Oh, I didn't read the dialogue! Shit! Can I... Damn it! That's fine. Okay. Sorry. You'd be surprised at the depths at which some merchants will sink to deter our customs agents from performing thorough investigations. False bottoms, rotting foodstuffs, flesh-eating Valkin. I suggest you be prepared for any eventuality. Boob world! I gotta finish off Rick and Morty, catch up. I think I've got like a season and a half, maybe 2 seasons to go. Can't remember where I left off. Netflix will tell me when I look at it next. Morty. They do be wet. Cake. Ooh, a cake world would be good. Also, insert joke here about cake. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You sense a hostile presence. Whoa. You're writing smart. You know what? Power to her, honestly. Has she read the dinosaur romance books that exist? I am not a fret. Pray ignore my presence for the present and allow me a moment to cogitate. Cogitate? I can't read that word. Oh my god. Shadow daddy stuffs. Valid, honestly. Cogitate? I have never heard that word before. The reaction to my sudden appearance was within expected parameters, but I must admit I did not expect so proficient a performance against the enemies set against you. Yet effective though your tactics were, I spied much room for improvement, as I watched you battle the wheels of my mind whirled into motion, as they are wont to do, inventing other possible strategies you might have employed. And it's just like, shut up! Let's see. Taking into account your current level of ability, factoring in the etheric constants, multiplying by the number of opponents, then applying your tactics to other potential combat scenarios. Oh dear. My calculations indicate failure upon encountering threat level 9,785. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. Though the opportune window to do so has passed, I would nevertheless introduce myself. I'm Kilai here, a Melvin Gates assessor. Acting Guildmaster Fulbergheim elected me to oversee your training and provide any necessary guidance and instruction in the field of Arcanima. I mean, she's cute. She's nerdy and she's cute. That's a win-win right there. From what I've observed thus far, you have an admirable grasp of the fundamentals. I do, however, wish to confirm one small detail. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my god. That nearly sent my headset flying. Oh my god. Regarding your choice of arcane geometries, what factor most influences your actions during battle? Decide outwit an enemy. Potential for amusement. Potential for amusement. Aha! Just as I predicted. And now I have the final element needed to perform another calculation. The probability of you becoming an Arcanist of note is 1%. Give or take half a percent. Yes, the certainty is quite high. After all, I only know one other practitioner who responded to my question in the same manner. It was the man who bestowed upon me this grimoire, the Guildmaster himself. While our inscrutable leader is, as I'm sure you've heard, on an indefinite leave of absence, he did leave us with his most notorious saying to date. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one's situation into the desired reality. No matter how gifted you and I might be, however, the instantaneous manipulation of reality that might cause us to suddenly become mighty Arcanists is beyond our present abilities. Discipline and experience is the finest strategy in this case. I suggest you continue to focus on refining your aptitude with Carbuncle. Mastery with an arcane entity will greatly improve your success as a wielder of Arcanima. Does it stop raining? No. Here ends your lesson for today. Pray return directly to the guild. I believe Mistress Fulbergheim is awaiting some inspected cargo. Oh, and what of myself? Oh, I'm off to the fields, of course. The tactics I reasoned out earlier must be attempted in real-life scenarios. Theory is all well and good, but there is no substitute for actual combat. We will meet again soon. She's gonna get eaten alive out there. Bless her heart. I need pants. I need a shirt. My skin is all slippery. I'm so sorry. Oh dear. I will stop. I will stop. Omni-slash. What? Omni-slash my skin? What? Oh god, Knights of the Round. I sat through that as a child. I'm good. Knights of the Round is actually in this game. But I won't be seeing them for a good, like, 50, 60 hours, I'm afraid. Not Knights of the Round, like, exact one-to-one, but it pretty much is Knights of the Round. They just have a more story-related design, if that makes sense. Jack Nicholson nodding me. You need a picture of Bryn doing that. You really do need a picture, like a gif of Jack Nicholson grin, basically. I am shocked you do not have that. Arcanist skill. Yeah, unfortunately, we'll not be seeing Knights of the Round for a long time, but they are in this game. They're actually one of my favourite things in this game. And that's a bot. Let's block you. I understand. This seems like a lot of work, maybe one day. I'm sure you could find a good animator on VGen, to be honest. Ma Luna, have you returned with the cargo? I have. Here's your box. Give me a shirt. Give me a cute dress. Yes, everything seems to be in order. Relatively clear of blood and other gore. That could be something of a problem in our profession, you understand. I also had word from Kilea that regarding your performance. She seemed eager to continue your training. An odd lass, I'll admit, but the guild can boast no finer mind for tactics. You would do well to heed the instructions she offers, particularly that which touches on the diligent approach to our art. Did you perhaps notice the battered tome Kilea carries? That initiate's grimoire has served her from the day she entered the guild. Well, she has her reasons, but it's admittedly strange to see it kept all the way to her present position as Foreseer. I fear such an intense focus on Arcanema has led her to overlook other important aspects of life. As our master strategist guides your Arcanist training, I hope you might return the favour and help to broaden her own perspective somewhat. Hi, Grizz. How are you? Oh, God, I think Grizz got the most cursed one today. Appropriate, but also cursed.
Rawr. Nuzzles. Whoa.
But enough of such matters for the moment. You've done well this day, Luna. Continue your practice with Carbuncle as Kilea has bid. I will be here when the time comes for your next lesson. Dirt! It's a robe.
It's a robe.
I need to do something in my settings real quick. It keeps throwing me for a loop. Inventory, where are you? I need that one expanded. There we go. It's Wednesday, my dude. Oh no, why is my... No, I don't want my inventory like that. I want it... I want open all for both. Oh, you can only have expanded for retainers. Lame. There we go. Now she looks like a little caster. Cute little potato sack. What do I need again for the inspection? Legs I still need. Do I not have, like, nope, I still got my teeny weeny skirt on. I'm just gonna go buy something. Well, don't buy something. I don't give a crap. I just want to get on with it. Ooh, that's a pretty robe that person has on. I like that. God, I feel like a complete noob with this game again all of a sudden. Your weapons. Yeah, I need armor. Ugh. Catching Tide. There are a lot of Ultimate and Perfect Legends on this server, I've noticed. Wish I had the patience to do Ultimate, but I do not. And I pretty much lack the skills as well. That's a whole other kettle of fish. Where is... There we go. Just give me a pair of pants, sir. Thank you. I have been pantsless for far too long. Alright. Why, yes, I will use my A for right tickets. Save a lot of money in the lower levels. training. Nice. Excuse me. Whew. I have 2 fans on, by the way, at the moment. I've got one in front of me and one behind me. I just ran past the NPC, didn't I? Oh, I didn't put my hat on. I gotta put my hat on. Hat. I'm a wizard. Hello, Antonos. Hello, Emerald. You're not wrong. 14 running simulator. How are you, Mr. Burb? Oh, let's have a look at you, shall we? Oh, as long as you're this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. Excuse you. Erstwhile buccaneers are an ornery lot. They rage in love for the sea and care little for the laws of the land. Heck yeah, housework. But they respect strength, and by the looks of you, I say you'll have a little trouble getting their attention. So, if I get their attention dressed like this, and they think this is strength, I'm very concerned. Hurrah! Oh, I learned Addle. Arcanist, that aura of confidence tells me you've not been idle since last we met. I hope you're ready to write, for I have a task that requires the attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventurer be you? Good to hear. Then I shall lay before you the sorry tale. You have heard rumours of the abductions, aye? Citizens have been disappearing from each corner of Limzola, as if plucked from the face of Heideland, boots and all by an unseen hand. And what's this got to do with some of arms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right unsavoury fellows with azure tattooed faces have been creeping up to the edges of the field and spying on my yeomen. I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinised by such savages at the best of times, but the farmhands are convinced that they're the kidnappers of rumour coming for their hides. Needless to say, that besides themselves will worry and their work suffering for it, which is the very last thing I need when my old crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. It's a struggle to get them to leave the farmhouse of a morning. That is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate these tattooed thugs for me? Nod. Good, lass. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble a working farm again. I suggest you begin by having a look around Seasong Grotto. If reports are to be believed, our unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Be careful though, Arcanist. We couldn't say for sure what manner of miscreants we're dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, well, just be on your guard, alright? I'm very confused what else I said. I'm gonna be real. No, you didn't offer anything. You give me orange juice, which is nice. Okay, let's put my actual hat back on. Excuse you? You? Excuse you? The audacity of this bird. The actual audacity. Comes on in here, turns on family friendly like he's somebody. There we are, come here. Hey, well you gave me 20 bits, so I forgive you. Attack him! Go! That first had a cool dragon mount. Bogey. god, the fact that I'm gonna be DPS until level 30 depresses me, but it was that Obradania again and I'm good, chief. Just so Arcanists, like, have the option to heal in the lower levels. Like, give me that option, Squeenix. I don't ask for much. It's very weird playing this after playing WoW for so long because the cast speeds are a lot more noticeable than I thought they would be. Is it time to meet the wife? I think it's time to meet the wife. Mother. Well, before she got cool. Oh, she was kind of cool, but she gets cooler. Meet Mother.
I am the waves that bear. I am the winds that guide. I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die. Thus reads the sailor's requiem, carved into yonder stone. Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Limsa Lominsa live their lives. It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms.
We are looking respectfully at Ashtola.
I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark. Or perhaps not. As I suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence. Nor is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked.
She's kind of a bit off camera there, and it's really sending me.
But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait. Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Gooby's very polite for waiting for her to finish her speech, by the way. I will help you, Mother. I will attack them with magical paper cuts and an unholy amount of knowledge about certain characters in this game. No, that's more of them. Please stop hitting me. I am soft and squishy. Okay, we're all good. We're all safe. We're all well.
Phew.
Forbidden rock candy. Do raspberry flavored. Okay, but Luna's like so pretty.
Hear, feel, think. Crystal bearer. I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Shine thy light on all creation.
Whee! It ain't Final Fantasy without crystals.
Awake again? Are we?
Hi, Mom.
Aha! The poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought. See this blade? I found it in the Gubu's back. I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope.
Rope.
It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion. Piratical being the most probable. In any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction. I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether?
Luna's like, nah, I didn't sleep enough.
I beg your pardon. A towering crystal? I'm sure I don't... Oh! Well, well. this has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation. In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business. The days ahead promise little rest, I fear. May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
Bye, Mum. Deliver knife to the patient, straight through the chest. Alright. Sorry, I like spaced for a second. Oh dear. Alright, let's go back for a run. Alright, Lucky. Luna just... You know when, like, cats do that squint? That's Luna right now. She's running back. She's like, Come on, Corby. We've got places to be. I need to learn Scholar as soon as possible. Now, granted, I could just go and learn White Mage and go through all the White Mage quests and just have the healer ready to go day one. But where's the fun in that? Because I always level a White Mage as my first healer. And don't get me wrong, I love White Mage. It's some of the prettiest outfits in the game. It's just, you know. Shake it up a bit. You're gonna watch me get mad as the fairy doesn't do what I tell it to do. And there's not much to command with the fairy in the first place. Arcanist! Right glad am I to see you safely returned. My lads are all gabbing about here and what sounded like all 7 elves breaking loose near the grotto. I feared I sent you to your death. My most disliked class to play. Ooh. I would say it's a toss-up between the ones I've played, at least. I can't really comment on the tanks because I haven't really played those. I am not a fan of Ninja. It's a visually cool class. I don't care for it. And as much as I love it, I don't like Black Mage in this game just because of the way it flows. But then I'm not the biggest... The only caster I really like is Pictomancer. Maybe Red Mage at a push. I love, like, Black Mage's visuals. They have some of the best outfits in the game. They look amazing. They have a really great quest line. Yeah, I find Arcanist is a real Marmite class. I don't... Except for me, I don't... Well, it's not really Marmite. I like Scholar to an extent, but if you had to tell me to pick one of the 4 healers to main, it is not going to be Scholar. It will either be Astrologian or Sage. White Mage if I'm feeling lazy, but it's normally Astrologian or Sage. I've played all 4 healers in a raid situation, so... Yeah. You're in the middle of that commotion. I hope it yielded something of interest. I'd hate to think you'd risk your life for naught. What's really funny, though, is, between WoW and 14, I prefer healing in 14, but I much prefer DPSing in WoW if I had to pick, like, a role to lock in on. And I've healed a lot in WoW as well, sorry. I've done a lot of healing. I was actually a healer last tier in WoW. I played Priest. Now I've gone to Hunter, and I'm just having way more fun. I just think the DPS classes in WoW are just more fun. I mean, Hunter's just a class fantasy I've always liked, though. The legendary archer, that kind of sort of vibe. A blade pulled from the back of a creature you slew at the cave, eh? I'd agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farmhands back to life or plunder. Sounds though they didn't take kindly to your appearance on their doorstep and set a maddened gooboo on you. The pirates have been adding to their numbers of late. I'd best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. You missed someone else at the grotto? A woman with a strange contraption? Ah, you stole her. She's been in Limsa for quite a good while now. Her studies of the youth often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's an odd-looking lass, I grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. Okay, he said she's an odd-looking lass, but she doesn't look odd. Also, I'm going to go on a slight mini rant here. I've seen some people, not as much these days, but I've seen people say, oh, Stola now is, like, too goofy and she's not as, you know, she's not as serious. Stola's never been serious. Yes, she has her moments where she's stern, but she's always been kind of goofy. She's just very good at, like, hiding it behind being all scholarly and educated and such. She has sharp wit. That's the whole thing, is, like, she is very sharp when she talks to you in certain ways. I've seen some people like, oh, she's too goofy and silly now, and it's like, you clearly didn't play her. You didn't play the game then. Mini rant over. Where trust should be lacking in those yeomen of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate past. Temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks, Arcanist. Vote for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself. This farm will be in a far worse state than it is. Let's just keep on... you keep on lending your... Just you keep on lending your talents to those in need, eh? I'll bring Limsa the brighter future she deserves. I like this, by the way, this new little reward menu if you forget to click. This is nice. It's like a double check button, like, hold up, hold up, hold up. You and I will discuss this later. That's Sea Sloth Severin and his lot, never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but the rapscallions would never learn. Round them up and let them know what Stalworm would like the word. Don't take no for an answer. Why am I doing all this busy work? I love the new jog thing as well. Oh my god. It's such a small little change, but it makes such a difference when you don't have a mount. You joined a fate. No, I haven't. No, I have not. Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. You know what I did in my sailing days? Wonton slaughter? You bet your bosom I did, lass. Aye, those were the days. I reckon I'll have to be satisfied taking my axe to the trees. You should have... Goodbye! It's just like a U-turn away from it, like, nope. Would that be a U-turn? I don't know anything about driving. Where is person? What? Where is person? Where is person? Oh, there they are. The Star Wars sent you. What do you reckon I say to that? I've saucier seeds to sow. Damn right. Didn't get around by taking guff from any glorified gardeners. I suppose I can see what he wants me to get off my back. Off you go. Go do your job. Good boy. Such a good boy. Sir. I am Severin. You the old man's errand girl now? Tell my dear old captain not to wet his breeches. I'll be along. Oh, just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the chocobo you rode in on and ride on out. I didn't ride in on a chocobo. I walked here, sir. My boots have holes in them, for God's sakes. How rude. True story, by the way, I went for a walk a little while ago, earlier, like last week, and I started walking, and I was wearing my favourite shoes before I bought some new shoes. Feet start hurting, I'm thinking, okay, you know, it's early in the walk, maybe I'm doing my steps wrong or something. No, giant bloody great hole in the bottom of my shoe. I was walking over areas with stones and glass. I have no survival instincts. My ancestors would be so disappointed in me. Oh, how am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess at what I have for breakfast. Ash tuna. What? God's how'd you know? It's my breath, ain't it? It smells as wooden as the food tasted. But I know why you're here. I just as soon get some real food in me. But I didn't want to reject the summons from the captain. They're just watching this girl. Louder, boys! Up the hill we go. Oh, there's a lot of... There are a lot of Lalafels on this server, I've noticed. Okay, I hate that no matter how high you jump, it just sounds like you've broken everything in your ankle and your leg. Ooh, that Ellison looks pretty. Work? No, can't work with me hands are full lifting this mug. You know, I wagered me last skill, you never guess what I'm drinking. Lot of fresh popotos. Swirl wine? You're right about the swirl part. I reckon it might be worth a day of doing Stillman's chores if it'll afford me a taste of proper grog. Oh, man. I kind of sleep like this, Rugadin. Miko supremacy. Oh, yeah, she's, like, super pretty. Oh, my God. Oh, she has the Hilda hair, that's why. Sorry. I have a very bad habit when I see really pretty characters or really handsome characters, like, just really cool-looking characters and stuff. I'll just be, like, stopping and being like, ha. What's funny is I like Microtes, but my favorite, like, races in this game are Aurora and Viera. Ruga, damn. I do like Femrose. Femrose. Okay, I know it's Rugadin, but it's just, I've always said Femrose. That was the one that broke me, was when they confirmed that Rugadin was actually pronounced Rugadin. I was like, what? I think I was in a group chat with my FC, and everyone was like, what? Yeah, Femro just sounds better. You continue to impress, lass. All but Severin are accounted for. Oh, so thought of yours, he squirmed out. I've let that worm wiggle through my fingers more times than I can count. But rest assured, the next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt where all such worms belong. Pains me to say, but all the gil in the world can't buy loyalty. There's some like you can be trusted, but then there are others. Until now, I've had no choice but to rely on that charlatan Severin, even though I am full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once, I've heard tell of improper trading with goblins. Shock, shock. I wouldn't be the least surprised if that's what's happening right now. Excuse me. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. I want you to find and confront the bastard for me, Arcanist. I'm sure there's wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Alright. God, I'm not reading that out. Oh, dear. Crunchy legs. Luna's just like, oh, every time she lands. That was a very bouncy dragoon I just walked past there. Oh, I'm sorry, Lancer. I love the imagery of dragoons. I can't play him for anything. And also, by the way, and I'm sure I'm going to sound incredibly unhinged, my leg! The scene of the dragoon, I think it's from the Heavensward opening trailer, when his gauntlet, like, locks into place. Oh, that's things for me. Bloody hells, I'm up the straight without a paddle. I'm going to doubt you, sir. What's this now? Still one sent you for the oranges? Oh, so the old bugger had known all this time. Oof, what does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of those goody-goody adventure types, right? Go rescue me mates from those double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire.
Eh? Liams. Let's attack some liams. Meh.
I have to do Easter eventually, yeah, once I hit the level point. I think it's like 15, isn't it? You can do it. Pantanals don't perpetuate that. We have some Englishmen in this chat who will take advantage of that joke. Oh, my eye. Ah. Okay, we're good.
Gobby, gobby.
So so that banana bread, if you're in my Discord, you might have seen, I've been subject to this for far too long. So you might have seen that banana bread. I will tell you now, it is very nice. And if you didn't hear me earlier, it was very dense. Oh. I don't know if I maybe put too much of something in. I did follow the recipe word for word for one little bit, which was the bananas. The sussy server. Which one's the sussy server? There are a lot of sussy servers. I have been on quite a few of them. Oh, you won. Would have gotten away myself if not for Severin shoving me aside. Oh, Aussie! So unfortunate. I'm so sorry, Emerald. But there was a moment you just looked at and went, oh no! Oh dear. Ooh. If you hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked dodo. I relate spiritually to this Lalafell. I apologize even though I like to cause chaos about valid attitude. You go for an ice lolly right now. I am the dodo. Severin sent you. Ah, the way you flew out here, I was sure he'd sold us down the river. Well, I mean, he kind of did, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Move. You saved me, mates, and for that, I owe you. Suppose I should be ashamed to conclude up my own mess. But a pirate knows no shame. I've no qualms about going back on my word. I'm only giving you this sack because I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Orsine and send in my regards. I like your cut, G. God, I've been around my friends too much. Quoting Vines and TikToks. Ugh. I should have put, there was a post I put in Blue Sky which said something like, come join my stream where you can hear me get very distracted about food, randomly say horny nonsense, and make really horrible, ugly laughter. I should have put, also sometimes I quote TikToks and Vines out of nowhere. The mic test, I watched that clip back. Oh my god, I sounded horrendous. I did not know that's how it sounds to other people. Horny nonsense. You wait till we get to Heaven's Ward. What have we here? A delivery for Summerford to Palms and is scheduled. There's a first time for everything. Because I'm awesome. Heyo! Oh. Well, look at that. Not a single one missing either. Oh, the only things not here are those bagmen, and I don't miss them one bit. Bill Stanwell's payment in full with you. I can trust it'll reach him. Justinian! Oh, the horny nonsense will be very real as we get further into this game. As a bisexual, I am winning. Final Fantasy, more like bisexual fantasy, am I right? Why am I running? I can teleport. Exactly, just go both. Oh boy. I promise this is not meant to be an 18+ stream, but occasionally it's why in my rules I do state that while I'm not intentionally 18+, it unfortunately does creep out from time to time because I have no filter and no impulse control. What the hell is that on my glasses? Oh my god. Oh, I cause all this nonsense. For me, if you're talking about 14 characters, well, Justinian is one of them. We are not going to talk about what Luke and Grin did last night. I've already sent telepathic side eyes. Oh, God. Back in one piece, that's a relief. How'd you fare, Arcanist?
I got your stuff.
Ah, this is what I was aiming for. Looks to be all as I was owed, alright. I'd be telling you false if I claimed I'd not held out more hope for Severin. I was even willing to overlook the skimming off the top, but to sell us all short in favour of those godforsaken goblins. Well, at least it's on VOD. You do want to mind yourself around the two-guild cheat. If he ever leaves his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he'd do to you. Next year, level 10. Okay, but everyone, have you heard about my Lord and Saviour? Oh, dear. It does mean, though, I lose my little level up thing. Oh, that's fine. Maybe? I hate that you can't wear the little feather piece. I want to wear it. I want the XP thing. Oh, it's fine. It's whatever. The end of the world. You level fast enough as it is. What was I doing? Oh, I ran away from the quest. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. I forgot about the Fall Guys mount. I forgot about that horrendous thing. Big rhino. Blast! At this rate, the crops will never be ready for harvest. Anyway, black loam. Just a bit to send our stores soaring. Oop. I need to do the thing. Let me do the thing. Oop. Oh, I bet Rotwild knows what you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard. Okay. Whee. Ow! Crunchy ankles. Oh, there's a blue mage over there. He's been learning his spells. Could not get into blue mage. I get why people really liked it. I am hoping that Beastmaster or whatever it is that's coming is going to be interesting. That good one's got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loan. If you dare to pinch some from the cook pot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled upon by the aurochs that dwell there. Once you've 3 bushels worth, take the black loam to Ferrol at Tiller's Rest. He'll know what to do. It's like, I got the gist behind it, but for me, it didn't click in a way I wanted. And I was a little bit sad, but I get why people like it. So I don't try and shit on it too much. Oh. There's a random yellow jacket just dead on the floor over there. Oh. We will run while we wait for ads to run out. Oh, I don't want to run in that way. We'll go this way. Well, what? Oh, hi. Sir, I will literally throw the book at you.
Ah, hitting me. Oh my god.
Oh, excuse me. Why am I even attacking you? I don't even need you. I'm getting out of here. Stop this. Stompy, stomp, stomp, stomp. Oh my god, go away. The big boom one. Okay. I knew it was gonna cat me. I'll go back and do my next quest. I'm just like, that kind of small addiction starts to kick in again. I started getting, I was like, I want to start my stream early, but I also want to have my me time and hang out with my friend and stuff. And I was like, oh my god, Stompy McStomperson. Good lord, sir. Welcome back from ads. Yes, apologies, the ads are quite long. I run a 3-minute ad because I play a lot of story-heavy games, so it means there's no pre-rolls every, 20 minutes or whatever, which means it doesn't get interrupted. And I like to feel that those 3 minutes are a good time to kind of step away, get a drink, walk around. My next big break, my next 3-minute break will be one where I step away and, go for a little, roll around my room and stretch and get another drink. I kind of use this as ways to encourage myself to take breaks as well. When I go into the long streams. I'm not doing a 9-hour art stream again, though. I'm good. I was so tired the next day. And then I got a really bad headache as a result. Oh, even the weeds wither and die in this desolate dirt. But a bit of this blackloam ought to change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering blackloam's not for the weak of will. Or the weak of stomach, eh? Don't know what that laugh was. Oh, don't tell me Gurkat and Rotwilder neglected to mention where blackloam comes from. Well, surely you figured it out on your own for the cloying stench. It comes to the Aurochs' lair of all places. Well, why dwell on those who misled him about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us to Blackloam. We can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. Hey, look, it's the obligatory MMO collect some shit quest. Confounded pirates, they know nothing of tilling, only killing. Stealing our shovels to melt and forged axe of all things. Fetch quests! They're biting down their feeds and the mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach those curs a lesson in obedience myself if I hadn't sworn to starve one, then I wouldn't fight no more. So I need you to bring back our farm tools and make sure those dogs reap what they've sown. I mean, you could still punch them in the face. Self-defense, theft of property, I don't know. Go a little nuts. Hey, dickheads, I'm back. Can't wait to play Astrologian and absolutely bamboozle my cards every 30 seconds. That is the way. Even though they simplified the cards down even more, I'm still a creature of amazing skill at failing at things. Wonder what those sea dogs will try and steal when there's no harvest. Ah, good to see the tools back in serviceable condition, which will be more than what we can save Severin when we get our hands on him. Wretch like he had a role in the theft. By him meeting the pirates in secret, I did. Couldn't care less if the Westrel won't work, but when he consorts with cut purses that take our tools away, he's crossed the line. Still, one ought to know what sort of scallywag he's dealing with. Big word to him, would you? Yeah, alright then. I'm just being extraordinarily lazy at this point. Oh, thank you for the D-shrimp. I will know when I'm, like, punching over. Which is really impressive. Is it that obvious? Listen, look, I have 2 sets of obstacles on my chest that make sitting at my desk a little tricky sometimes, okay? Pirates making off with our tools. Farrell did well not to take matters into his own hands. I think I needed blood on my crops. I'll be damned if Severin thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. Look. I've come to expect a great deal from you, lass, and everyone's let me down. Yet what I've asked of you now goes beyond aught what I would ask before. You hear my plea all the same? Let's get back to the city. We'll do the Scholar quest next. Or the Arcanist quest, whatever. It eases my mind to have your ear. You're no doubt familiar with the scoundrel Severin by now. Well, the scheming scapegrace is at it again. Since that letter came from him, he's been skulking about in that manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this is different. It ain't exactly damning, but when last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as hunted. Can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. Nod. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. I'd rather find him. I'd try asking Grinwelder at the Aephorite. She was the last one to see him. I dare say she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. Man titties. Nothing that passes through those gates escapes my notice. I saw the Rouser and his rabble set out for Woad Whisper Canyon not long ago, singing about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky soul said I should join them. I told them I'd rather shrivel up than sip whatever it was that pickled their brains. If you find the idle swine, be sure and give him a cuff round the ear for me, will you? Okay. I can do that. Slap him with me book. You ready for crunchy legs? Oh, we didn't get crunchy legs this time. Interesting. No crunchy leg. There are 2 types of peanut butter. Creamy and crunchy. Oh my god, what a... Luna. We're in a smooth canyon. I like crunchy, but it gets stuck in my teeth. So I do prefer creamy. But crunchy is very nice. Oh, hands and arse! So cursed! So cursed! I actually, no joke, used to have, I think it was actually an ex-boyfriend, and he used to grow his beard out. And when he did, if he got food in it, he would say the same thing. He'd be like, oh, I'll snack for later. And I just looked at him like, you are the most disgusting person ever. No! Don't do that. Gross. Of all the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastard's done, I like that alliteration. Claiming to take the lads out for a drink, I nearly straight into a bloody trap. It don't get no lower than that. Of course, I've learned to stay a step ahead, old Severin, so I was ready, but the others weren't so lucky. You've got to help them. Why did you follow him in the first place? Oh, did my microphone just pick up me cracking my fingers? I'm so sorry. Okay, good. Because I have had people say that they hear me crack my fingers, and I'm like, there is no way you've heard my fingers crack. Marks might as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. But to be fair, better all the sorry bastards in there are done for. Take a shot every time Luna says bastard when the NPCs say something. Severin might have got us into this mess, but I'm about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fishback than be in that conniving bastard's debt. To arms! Bald? True knave, you betray even yourself, Severin. We were prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion on the condition that you provided us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Family friendly ain't belonging here right now. Yet your license change art leaves your debt to us unpaid. Few are they who betray the Serpent Reavers twice. You will not do so a third time. It looks like you fell asleep for the freshly painted wall. Cower behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honest wretch, your life is all you have left. What's that smile? And worthless though it be, we shall take it. Old? Oh. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. Whatever there ain't. I'm scared of you? Giant walking playground. Oh, my little ruby carving. Play bitch. That the golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. She's like, excuse you? Bitch. Like, her head spun round. She was like, no. Hi, Mom. Oh, the snake slithered away. I'm only glad he did not have the chance to sink his fangs more deeply into you. You can sink your fangs into me if you'd like, though. Oh, get the ibuprofen. Quiet egg. Those pirates do not belong to any of the known Leminson factions. Whom then do they serve? The beast tribes? Surely not. But the timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge in Sahagan and Kobold activity. Something is afoot. The question is what? The Ishtola pose. Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? Well, help us if she proves so. Limsa would be hard-pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two. But all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. The seas continue to rise, while the lesser moon continues to fall. And ilm by ilm, the world becomes even more unlike itself. It is as Louis Soir foretold. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature mutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals. But they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Charlian ring more true. She's got her Google Glass on. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see ether. Yet now that I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Charlian seem commonplace.
Here, for you. Have you come to the festivities? Today the Maelstrom officially makes that great hole in the sea its training ground. Join in the celebrations.
Wait, a disturbance in the etheric flow. But whence does it emanate? Tison Grotto, perhaps? Be gone, bot. She needs some milk. What have we here? Can you walk? 'Tis I. Regrettably no, he eluded me. Understood. I will inform the Commodore. You collapsed from your exertions. Are you suitably recovered? Severin here has appraised me of all that transpired. His account sheds some light upon how you came to be attacked by a golem of all things. A golem is a mindless automation, inert save when commanded to be otherwise. Common pirates cannot hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. But then these tattered wretches are no common pirates, no the minions of the Sahagin, as to their purpose. Well, I should get to the bottom of that. But first I must escort Severin back to his place of employment. I dare say Stelwyn will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. I would bear word to him of your preservation, but I'd certainly like to thank you in person. Pray pay the man a visit. Ah, he told me of you, but perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Yestola. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the ether in the hope that it might offer some clue as to our predicament. I am also Mommy. I'd say I owe you my life, but that don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead and all. It's a debt I can never repay. I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms so I'll face the consequences. For reasons that I cannot fathom, you seem. Forgive me, mayhap we shall have the chance to speak again when I have marshalled my fort. Until our paths next cross, farewell. Well, alright then. Someone here may not have just nearly choked on her drink like an idiot. Oh god. Took a swig too hard and it punched back. Oh dear. Oh, it's very nice. It's apple and mango flavor. Lo, I knew you'd return. You stole and delivered 7 a bit ago. Tales of your heroic deeds precede you. Yes, it is the Asda one. The rest came shuffling back too, a lot of them sporting the same haunted expression. Me is to blame for that. That and the rest. So good. I was once a serpent reaver. Cruel to the Sahagan. 7 L's. Reavers may look and sound and act like pirates, but they're not but the fishback's flunkies. Us pirates ain't much for laws, but there's things we won't do. We've got a code, see? But the Reavers never followed a word of it. A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding Luminsons. I didn't just take him over when our captain bent the knee to his new Sahagan masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off one night, got myself a new name, and found myself a new home, Summerford Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long round here, and word soon spread, all the way back to the sea. The penalty for desertion is death, but the Reavers offered me a way out instead. My freedom in exchange for my mates. The letter. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking, too busy soiling myself. Aye, but you got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear them talk of how you stood up to the Reavers at the last, of how you tried to give your life to save them. Be that as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the crime of betraying your brethren. I know that. I do. So I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets. I'll bring shame to the farm no more. And you'll know your arguments from me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope yours guides you back here someday. There'll always be a place for you at Summerford Farms, lad. And I'll always be in your debt, Starwin. Quest complete. I owe you a debt too, Luna. Not once have you let me down. Thank you for saving the men on my farm. If there's one more favour of you, it's this. Tell Barderon what's happened from start to finish. I was certainly putting a good word for Severin if he knew the whole story. And he's one of the few people I know who the Yellow Jacks will listen to. Well, I reckon that's all I possibly ask of you. Safe travels, lass. Hey! Now we're gonna go do the... Before we hand in the quest of Badabadabadon. Badabadabadoobadon. We're gonna go do the Arcanist quest. I don't want to fall too behind on those. They are a pain in the butt otherwise. There is a shirtless Aurora in front of me. He kind of looks like, what's his face? Guy played Kylo Ren. No, he does not look like Magni. I do like Magni, though. Trash husband. Adam, whatever his face is. Adam Driver! That's it. Kylo Ren with scales. Yes, Luna, the time for your next lesson is upon us. You are keeping well, I trust. Taking the occasional brisk walk. One cannot form sound thoughts if one fails to maintain a sound body. True. Now, assuming you've been following Kilia's instructions, you should be ready to face the more dangerous threats found in western Eorzea. I speak of roselings and wild jackals. And yes, I would have you vanquish 3 of each. It is the perfect sample size. The first acts as a preliminary test case, the second to test your hypotheses, the third to perfect the tactics you've devised. Speaking of which, I trust your strategy will consist of more than simply flinging ruin over and over again. You are not the novice you once were, and your skills in the field ought to reflect that. If you find yourself wanting for other approaches, consider an assault with ruin in tandem with attacks from your carbuncle. When timed properly, you can deal a crippling blow to your opponent. Yo, this man got the hat on! He got the hat on! I think we can get there using... Wait. Am I being dumb? Don't answer that. Wait. I'm being dumb. I'm being very dumb. I'm gonna have to run there. It won't let me. It says it isn't available till 15. I know, that's what I was thinking. Like, oh, let's take the boat. Nope, gotta go for a jog. How dare you, Final Fantasy, make me explore your world. Alright, it's time to go for a jog. Oh, maybe I should just... No, do you know what? It's fine. We're committed now at this point. We're going. Right, we've got a long jog ahead of us, everyone. Exercise. Let's get physical. Physical. I wanna get physical. Let's get physical. Oh, I should have played it on my art stream. There's quite a few songs I did not play on my art stream that I should have played during the DJ hour. And yes, for those who are new here, I now do art streams from time to time. They're incredibly unhinged. But they're also very chilled and laid back. Make it make sense. Ugh. I wonder if you can jump off here. Yes, you can. It was like the crunchiest landing sound ever. We're going for a run. Ooh. There we go. We found the jackals at least. Still goes. Was that a hunt over there? That's a big old crab. Giant enemy crab. Okay, where are the doodly doos? This way. I got the zoomies. There you go. rip through them at lower level, huh? Blood resurrection. I see you. Come here. Come here. This is the fun part of 14. Slap a cow. Ring a ding ding. Huh? Grab this. You know what? We'll make the little jog over to Aleport. Grab that one as well. Let's go. May as well. Lullafell! What's he doing with his wolf pup? Bless him. Should I summon? Did you follow behind me? Because you know I am the gremlin mother. I am the lizard queen. Where is the... There it is. Oh yeah, we can just... Whee! Oh, big stretch. Oh, God. You ever like stretch and you just feel your back pull in like just the right way? And it's like you've just ascended to another plane of existence. Welcome back, Luna. How did you conquer such ferocious foes? Let us ride that wave of triumph onto an even more demanding and dangerous challenge. Your next training exercise will have you accompanying Eorzea on one of her inspections. This experience will afford you the opportunity to witness firsthand the practical application of Arcanema. Pray not tarry, Luna. Clear awaits you on the floor below with further details. Down we go. With my baby gremlin in tow. Oh my god, my eye. Ugh. We just have a saying in my my 14 raiding group. Oh, Shio's eyes are giving her grief. We're gonna clear
appearance as I expected. Shall we proceed directly to the job at hand? I've been tasked with examining the wares of a goblin peddler caravan run by the Ballstocks family. Our agents suspect these beastmen merchants of dealing in forbidden goods. As such, I have calculated that an ounce of inspection has a 60% chance of inviting physical violence. I have prepared a strategy to respond to this possible shift into hostilities, but there is an important precondition you should have been made aware of before we discuss the finer points of my plan. Though I am considered gifted in the form of tactics, I lack the reflexes and coordination necessary to employ many of these self-same strategies on the field of battle. Pray keep this factor in mind and adjust your perceptions accordingly. Now, should the goblins offer battle, you are to execute combat pattern 1345, otherwise known as stratagem focus fire. You and your carbuncle will concentrate your attacks on a single foe, and one by one the enemy will wither under the combined onslaught. Probability of victory, 95%. Report to place the peddlers in the vicinity of the cookpot in Middle Lanosea. Okay, is it Lanoska or Lanosea? I forget. I will depart immediately to assess the situation, seeking out once you arrive. Oh, my hand. No crunchy legs this time. Ooh. I am going to hydrate. Go away! Ow! No! Thank you. I'm Forcia Caliero of Melvin's Gate. You are to cease all transactions and surrender your goods for inspection. Nasty, sneaky peekers, gobby spit uplanders, nosy eyes on stabby iron. A predictably aggressive response. Very well, Luna. Remember what we discussed? Book. Why would I switch to evasive maneuvers? I'm absolutely crushing them. Oh god. That's why. I must formulate a new tactic. Ma'am, this is not the place. Nicely done. Adaption, improvisation. I might have been observing our beloved Guildmaster himself in action. This was the perfect example of how the strategy for a given task should be tailored to the abilities of the assessor. In other words, before you begin formulating your tactics, it is necessary to fully understand your own strengths and weaknesses. On that note, there is another question I would ask you. When it comes to improving the probable success of a strategy,
Do you consider it more effective to concentrate on playing to your strengths or shoring up your weaknesses? Can't see my strengths. Oh ho, again, you respond as the Guildmaster wanted. I must revise the probability for your potential to attain greatness to 97%. You are one to keep an eye on, that much is certain. But to return to the subject of battle plans, your calculations must include an accurate assessment of your available techniques and their relative effectiveness. This requires you to be critically aware of your own limits, the limits of your allies, and the characteristics of your enemies. I believe that covers everything for today. Please return to the guild and make your report to Mistress Fulbergheim. Until next we meet, I shall abide here until the Yellow Rackets arrive to take the peddlers into custody. My strategies will keep me company. That's actually my stratagem. I never quote it right, but it's so funny. Noom. Everybody dancing. There we go. Back from the field, Luna. Kalia contacted me with a summary of events. It seems you were treated to a lecture on knowing thyself. That particular lesson is ordinarily taught only to intermediate practitioners. Without a sufficient store of combat experience from which to draw, it is difficult to fully appreciate the profundity of such a seemingly simple truth. Nevertheless, I feel confident you will soon be ready for a more ambitious assignment. Keep to your studies and maintain the razor edges of your mind. One last thing, Luna. Considering the dedication you've shown towards our discipline, I have decided to permit you leave to explore the teachings offered by other guilds. I would suggest, however, that you first master the science of Arcanema. The strategic training you receive here will serve you well no matter the path you eventually choose to walk. Return to me when your reason tells you the time is right. Yay! Well, actually, well... Give me the gloves. Gloves. Armory unlocked! Woo! Alright, let's go talk back to Barrow. When's my next, ad cycle due, actually? Because I gotta think about that as well. Next ads are in 15 minutes. I try not to stream longer than, 10, 30, 11-ish at the absolute latest. So I'll still be going for a while. I might switch games, though. Because I am kind of itching to do a little bit more Eternal Darkness tonight. Will I get to Sestasha tonight? That is a question. I'll see how I feel after my break, whether I'll keep going or not with 14. Half Castle. Ooh. Oh, she's pretty. Lurk. Enjoy the dinners. Oh, papaya. We will have no papaya in this household. Thank you very much. Bloody hells, life on the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. But you needn't worry yourself over young Severin. The Yellow Jackets hands out the punishments as a good mate of mine. If I ask him nice, I reckon he'll be willing to commute the lad's sentence from hanging to kill all in kind gentle years. I'm only jesting with you. I'll say he's treated well. Now, sounds to me like you've done everything old Star One asked of ye, and more, justifying me generous finder's fee in the process. Much obliged, lass. As for a reward, well, she's the lonely lady, this drowning wench of mine. How'd you fancy keeping her company for a spell with free room and board? Adventurers are trying business after all. Them as don't rest their bones every now and then tend to end up with broken ones. And take it from me, fighting ain't nearly so much fun when you're nursing a shattered arm. Got that? Good. There'll be a free bed for you to make sure you use it. Thank God. Not that you'll have much time for lying around, what with all the leaves you'll be doing. What didn't I mention? I'll put your name down for leaves. Or levies. Is it leaves or levies? Our guild draws all manner of clients, offering all manner of good odd jobs. Honestly, you'd be amazed how much folk will pay to avoid doing an honest day's labour. Just give to Mockery a shout when you feel like wrecking a few extra gil. You'll always have some task or other for you to do. Oh, it's all above bulk, in case you're wondering. We're careful to stay on the Admiral's right side in here, unlike some pirates I could mention. I'll tell you, if it turns out they ought to do with their kidnappings, there'll be 7 L's to pay. A proper bleeding reckoning. Perhaps that's what Limsa needs, though. On rough seas, sometimes you have to rock the boat to right it. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my god. But we'll have time for such talk when you're well and rested. Till then, enjoy the wench's hospitality. Hey! Recommendations. I already know what I'm doing, but thank you. Level 13. How do you fare, Luna? Rested and ready to expand your horizons? Well, then I have an idea of what you might be trying to head next. Have you heard of the skylift out of Middle Lanuska? If you ever visited Woe Whisper Canyon, you must have been up and down the thing at least once. It's that big bleeding scaffolding attached to the descent. You've likely seen the lads and lasses out there use it all cargo up the cliff face. Odd labour that, and I hear they could use an enterprise until to pick up the odd jobs when no other bugger has time to deal with. Track down the early operation, bloke by the name of Weirkurt, and be sure to put you to the task of work or two. Oh my god, I absolutely stumbled those lines. Look, I'm not a professional voice actor. I've only done a couple of small indie gigs. Leave me alone. Greetings, lass. What can I do for you this fine day? You go to my room. I don't have retainers yet. Oh, thank God. Let's get rid of some of this shit in my bags. Yes. 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 I have so much stuff. Greetings, Luna. Bardarin has been most effusive in his praise of your accomplishments. Have you considered putting your abilities to use for the Adventurers Guild by undertaking a guild leave or two? Guild leaves are the means in which we document requests for assistance from the citizenry prior to assigning them to adventurers possessed of the necessary skills. From battlecraft that require the extermination of monsters to tradecraft that ask for the creation of goods, the tasks we term are many and varied in their nature. Should yours be piqued, I suggest you make your way to Swift Perch and speak with oh my god, okay. Squigiskfit. Listen, I love Rugidon so much, but their names are sometimes really hard to pronounce. Swigiskif. Swigiskif. He will be happy to set your feet on the path to completing your first quest. Yay. Do I even have Swift Perch? Oh my god, I do. Go there first then, get that done. See? There are benefits to me taking the side route occasionally. Shocking as it may be. Greetings, lass. My name's... I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, and I'm in charge of assigning a local live quest here at Swift Perch. The Mockery sent you my way, did she? Well then, let's get you started. After we see if you've got the brass to overcome the challenges you're likely to encounter around these parts. Take a look at the task outlined in this guild leave. You reckon you can handle it? Yeah, I can. Good to hear. Now, Megalo crowds like to run to their mates when they're feeling overmatched. If you don't want to find yourself armpits deep in snippers, then you best finish them quickly. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'm gonna smack him with my book. Okay. What do you mean I only put over the map at this time? What do you time? What do you mean? Where are you going? You didn't have a little trouble, lass. Here's a reward for your efforts. Thank you. I reckon you'll do fine with the rest of me jobs. There's always plenty to do at Swift Post, what with all the building and such. Be sure to make yourself useful. By the by, a sturdy adventurer like yourself might want to look into guildests. Have a word with Battle Warden Tiroro and she'll give you the details. Don't you fret now, lass. I'll set her straight if she has any doubts as to your abilities. Word travels quick in Switchperch. Heard a lot about guildhests, are we? What's a guildhest? Why, it's a behest issued by the Adventurers Guild. Savvy? When a certain task brought to the attention of the guild is a little too grand for a levy, but not grand enough for grand company involvement, they deem guildhests and sent to yours truly. Don't let the lack of grandeur fool you. The tasks are anything but simple. Most take place in tight quarters and all require precision teamwork twixt you and your battle mates. And so what do you get in return for placing your neck on the lopping block? Besides a beaming grin from Battle Ward Tiro, fame, fortune, the usual. So I presume you'll be joining our next operation. Give me the health potion. Duty Finder unlocked. Guild Test now available. Yes, I know about the Duty Finder. Do not worry. I have used that many a time. Okay, off we go. Onward and upward with the story. Ooh, my back. Ooh, my back. Oh, God. I've been sleeping funny lately, I can tell. I did it again. I thought I could just jump over these rocks. I don't learn from my tricks. Why have you got a thing by you? No, you're not Rahan. I want my mount. I want my chocobo. Alley-oop. Nope. Oh my god. Just let me jump. My crunchy ankles can handle it. That's a big flippin' bee. Holy shit. Battleron set you out there, did he? Then consider yourself welcome at the Skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, will you? One blast of fire out from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Cargo still needs to get through though, so this mess of wooden pulleys are our solution to the problem. Well, one of them at least. If the gods were kind, and they ain't, I'd have about a dozen more workers down on me growing list of headaches. glad I am to see you again, lass. A wagon driver just returned in a great bloody hurry, screaming about some monstrosity which sprang out from the millicorn seeding in his cargo. Sees the gutless bastard tossed it over the side before turning tail and running for his life. I need you to head down the road, recover that seedling, and deliver it to Lifewolf over at Swiftpurse in western Lanoska. Whatever he pays you for the cargo is yours to keep, after all. I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside that plant, and you deserve to be rewarded for your troubles. Oh, and you'll also find an A-Fright in Swiftpurse, so the journey should be worth your while. Been there, done that, already got it, my dude. New pants! New book! Run, 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 run. Run, run, run. She's getting the steps in, at least. Oh my god, why are you standing so close to it? Go away, dog. And there we go. Ooh, break scene. Alrighty, Roni, I'm going to go take my break. A little stretch, a little wander around. You all should do the same. About 3 minutes as always, and then we'll carry on with a bit more 14. So I will see you all in a couple of minutes.
And we are back. Thank you all for waiting as always. I am now hydrated. I have walked around. I'm good. Okay.
Has Nimia herself forsaken this desolate land? Though I understood there was risk in gambling my entire fortune on crop of melia corn, I at least expected the seedling to be delivered before disaster struck. Is that my million corn seedling? Oh, joyous day. It may seem like a paltry beginning, but the yield of this particular variety of crop plant is nothing short of astonishing. As you've undoubtedly noticed, Swift Perch lacks a certain, shall we say, vital energy. Thus, I mean to restock a modicum of hope to his residents by growing a veritable ocean of corn. You, madam, seem fit to burst with vim and vigour. May I persuade you to abide a while and help nurturing this ailing settlement? Yeah, go on then. We are now level 14. We have now learned lucid dreaming. Woo! We're gonna abuse the hell out of that spell when I'm healing, that's for sure. All these wild dodos you see about the place were actually once domesticated birds bred by my father. They broke loose during the chaos of the calamity and gradually became the feral, ill-tempered creatures we now do our best to avoid. But if I'm to restore Swift Perch to the very same settlement it was when my father was alive, then I must also try my hand at dodo raising. As you have likely surmised, I shall require your adventurous resource for this in this endeavour. The initial stage of my dodo rearing enterprise, I need you to head into the flock and seek out dodo nests. You'll be looking for fertilized eggs. 3 of them should be doing nicely for now. But pray be careful when liberating the eggs. The adult dodos will not take kindly to an intruder making off with their offspring. Oh, wait, are you a side quest? You're a side quest. Need to breed. I wasn't able to abandon this quest. I won't abandon it. Go. Thank you. You there, adventurer. Cast your eyes towards the Brewer's Beacon. Does that light not seem uncommonly weak? It could not possibly be bright enough to guide the ship sailing in the bay. I'll march over to the lighthouse and investigate myself, but I'm duty-bound to remain at my post. I would consider it a favour if you could make a visit to the Brewer's Beacon and see if aught has befallen Canswiss, the lighthouse keeper. Okay. Off we go. Meow. Ooh, have you ever done a thing where like you're feeling a bit hot, flushed and all that sort of thing, so you splash some cold water and sit in front of a fan? I really need to get one of those spray bottles with a built-in fan so I can just go every time I'm getting really overheated. You'll get one of those ones that you like fill with water and it basically is like a mini air conditioning kind of system. Like 20 quid, they're from like JML or whatever they're called. Excuse you. I was having a wonderful chat about JML. You. Is there a yellow jacket sent ye? Eh? Me light's grown dim, has it? Of course it bloody has. The bomb that fuels me furnace is up and buggered off. And if I don't get that beacon fixed soon, there'll be trouble on the water. I know you're just a messenger, lass, but I can tell a venturer when I see one. I'm gonna need you to chase down that bomb and bring back a claw what ye rot from its smouldering corpse. Take this here iron brazier and set her down in the middle of the flock, somewhere near the scarecrow, I'd say. You get a nice fire going, that frisky bomb will soon be about. Watch you don't singe your eyebrows, lass. What do you say about my eyebrows? I have great eyebrows. What are you talking about? We're entering the Lunar Arcana problem of being like several quest levels higher. Not a bad thing entirely, but also. Dodos. Fat dodo. That's a freaky looking scarecrow now I look at it properly. Good for days. Yeah, Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Why are we worrying? Nothing to worry about. Why should I worry? You know, it's the 30th anniversary, by the way, unrelated semi-tangent of the Goofy movie. Also, Eye to Eye and Stand Out are great songs, and you'll never change my mind. Powerline concert when? Kingdom Hearts, why don't you do Powerline instead of Ariel? I'd be down for that. All you need to do is take down that runaway bomb and bring back one of his little claws. Ah, you got the ashy bastard, did you? Once I put this little firecracker in the furnace, I should keep things running for a while. I had myself a bit of a look while you were gone. And Lim Lane cursed me if the furnace went all bent and broken. Small wonder the bloody bomb was able to escape. I patched things up as best I could, but I ain't no smitty. You might want to have a chat with that yellow jacket friend of yours in Swift Perch and have him pass the word back to someone in Limsa. Away we go. Meow. Ah, the sea winds are blowing. The light of Limsa guides me. And I don't have a stupid hood on anymore. All is well in the world. Just determined to get as far as I can tonight. The furnace is damaged, is it? Very well, I shall write up the relevant reports, but these repairs must needs be effected without delay. I have another favour to ask of you, adventurer. Take yourself straight away to the Armourers Guild in Limsa Lominsa and explain the situation to Ford Master Hananza. Alright. Yeah, away we go. Yum. Papaya. I got wool. The furnace in the brewer's beacon needs repairs. Farragut's beer, just since someone had to tinker with it in the week past. Perhaps the bomb can switch was trapped and it was a touch too volatile. I'll have an artisan visit the lighthouse and pay special attention to reinforcing the casing of that furnace. Your work is done here, adventurer. May the navigator guide you on your journey. Oh, this man's done. Tink, tink, tink. What say you to take on some work from Noddeek and Vermellis? With a great hulking warship to build and can certainly use an extra hand for any number of tasks. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Ambrin, the head shipwright at the Morabi Dry Docks. We forge most of the ship bits and pieces here at the Armourers Guild, but the actual construction takes place at the docks found in the south of Lower Lanuska. It's also where you'll find the main offices of Naldeek and Vermellis. The Morabi Dry Docks is one of Limsa Lominsa's most important districts, at least as far as I'm concerned, and I'm sure you'll not regret attuning yourself to the area's Aephorite. If you've no confidence in your such direction, you best be served making use of the Chocobo Porters. First follow the mizzen mast in case you were wondering. Should you choose to make the trek on your own 2 feet, leave the city for the Tempest Gate and follow the road south. May the navigator guide your steps. Well, here's the funny part. I earlier did the little job because I knew this was going to happen. Away we go. Run! Run, Luna! You have a missive for me from Forge Matter Hananza? I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials I ordered over a moon past. Let's see it then. Blast and botheration, another delay. I was well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. Oh, my apologies. The messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustrations. May I have your name? Meow. Luna, is it? Well, Luna, this proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory. The first new vessel to grace the docks since the Calamity. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is more than a simple warship. It is a symbol of Limsa rebirth and the wreckage wrought by the coming of the 7th Umbral Era. Thus we are striving to complete a construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the sake, Luna. That thing. Yet even with such unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. If you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no end of odd jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be you fair warned, there's no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. Give me my new shoes. Thank you. Where in the 7 L's is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late with a shipment, and now 2 whole tons of the sun without a single word. A shipwright of mine, a young man named Frillsmid, recently left Candlekeep Quay to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered from Limsa, but is yet to return. I've sent several missives to Haldrebroda, but his replies are always the same. He does not recall even seeing the right, nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. That man knows something, and I severely doubt he's telling me the old truth. As I cannot leave my post, I'd ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quay in my stead and inform Haldrebroda that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see that he's transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. Okay. Away we go.
I'm going on an adventure.
Let's tidy up my bags. There we go. Do. Crab. Giant enemy crab. Just funny, I just had a thought now. We're going to cycle into a food discussion while we run our asses this way. I've had crab. I've never had lobster. And I've always wanted to have lobster. Snowshell crab is very nice, especially when it's battered in tempura. I've always wanted to try lobster. I've never had it. Can't jump off this cliff. Oh, God! I can jump off that cliff at the very least. Hey, does that self-righteous dog Abrin doubt that I've never told him anything less than the truth? Apparently. About Ireland? He cannot do that. Can he? I swear on me poor Nana's grave, Navigator rest her soul. I know naught of this Frishamill, nor his precious supplies. Elves we're at the quay have had enough trouble these past few suns, what with the sinking of that Laminson cargo ship off the Salt Strand. I haven't the time to take a proper piss, let alone make note of every scrag that wanders in off the grip. Fair enough. I've already got those gloves, so we will take that. Oh, level 15. Now, the way I see it, if you have time to be standing here questioning my character, then you most certainly have the time to get that arse of yours down to the Salt Strand and help us search for survivors of the wreck. Who knows, you might just roll across this first summit that everyone seems to be able to find. Here's to hoping the Navigator hasn't found him first. we go. I'm zooming. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm not going to try and spend these until I reach, like, max level as Ender's game as I possibly can currently. I'm kind of curious how much it will come to when I sell them all. I am Firismilled. Ferilsmid. We'll go with that. You say the foreman's wandering on me whereabouts? I thought you might be. But you must know I cannot show me face at the dry docks until I've righted the terrible wrong I caused. 2 nights past, I made the trip from the dry docks to Candlekeep Quay, just as the foreman asked. The sea was right rough, and the captain of the cargo ship was wary of bringing her too close to the cliffs, so I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time we were halfway twixt shore and ship, swells had risen to nigh on 10 yards, and 'twasn't long after the waves had hold of us. Surprised me went to steady the boat. Nature's grip was too tight, and we were flung headlong into the Lominson galley. When I awoke, both ships were gone, and the cargo I was to collect lay strewn across the salt strand. I've made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are crawling with Kickerin, and I ain't one with the sword. And now you see why I cannot return to the dry docks. Well, you know what? That's what I'm here for. Meow. Sir? Sir? I love the sound of Kickerin, mate. Okay, hang on, I'm looking at something here. Okay. I am a tad confused why my carbuncle's just kind of sitting there vibing, but you know. Come here. I ain't scared of you. See? I ain't scared of you. Whoop. Whoop. That night I was tossed into the sea like some doll of rags, and it weren't long before the world round me faded back to back as I slipped deeper into the abyss. But lo, the navigator wouldn't see me to the gates of the 7 hells, and I woke to find myself washed ashore, and here's I been ever since, waiting for a chance to salvage me master's cargo. The missing parts! I don't know how I can repay you. I'll deliver supplies right away, but first I must stop by the quays that I may pay respect to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. Could you tell Atbrim that I'll be back at the dry docks by daybreak? Many thanks, adventurer. I will not forget this kindness. There he go. Oh, big stretch. I am relieved here that both Frillsmid and the supplies are unarmed. It was foolish of me to believe that I would blame him for that, which was obviously out of his hands. You see, there was no storm that day, and the seas here adjacent to the dry docks were as calm as a slumbering child. This leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered off Candlekeep Keep were of a way less natural sort. The sort which the Sahagan have been known to conjure. Luna, while I originally had doubts about your motives, you've repeatedly proven yourself an asset to Naldeacon Vermelis. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. Gim Potter, head of the watch here at the dry docks, believes that pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory, and she requires assistance investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for the task. Despite all Limsa Lamince's endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-states that they might line their pockets with a few handfuls of coin, just the thought of it sickens me.
Disgusting.
Alrighty, Roni. Where are we up to, quest-wise? We are level 13. Oh yes, I had a feeling you'd be the one Brim would send. Since you first arrived at the Marabi Dry Docks, I've had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It is simply protocol. And you'll be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Very well then, I assume Brim informed you of what your task would entail. The pirates who believe a conspiracy to raid the dry docks were last seen making camp near an ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. I'd have you approach the men, posing as a lost adventurer, and see if you can not somehow learn of their intentions. Sanango stationed at the rear gates can provide you with the exact location of the camp.
Up we go. We draw ever closer to Sastasha.
Luna! I knew it. No more sardines for Sanango. Tonight I shall dine on the finest salmon on the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager going with some of the other guards on who Arbin would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. The job, yes, of course. If you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you will eventually come to a barren cape with a single large stone, half buried in the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Nimia the Spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there were aware of that, though. Okay, that's fine. Anyway, once we unlock the thing that will take a little bit of just time aside will be when I get the novices classes unlocked, because I want to do the novice tutorials because you get a cute outfit and you get a ring which gives you XP, which will be semi-handy. I have a book! I'm giving ye to the count of 9 to step back on that path and carry your venturing arse back to wherever rock it is you crawled out from under. You see, you've had it up to me years with your type roaming the hills like they were years to roam. Getting to be a man, can he enjoy a mug of rum without some shite-breathing outlander running up asking what's the way to the local leather-mate? 7 hells if I know, I'm a bloody pirate, goddammit. Balls. Once we have me boy back, I'm putting this godforsaken pissel of an island so far behind me, ain't Norman boys ever here. Come on, Scrags, we've nice to sharpen. That was actually a lot harder to read than I thought it would be. Oh, Limbs and a Mincer, aka how hard can you do a pirate accent? Yes. How hard can you do a good pirate accent? No. That's part of the fun. I mean, I read all the stuff on in Deltarune as well, and I've done some wacky flipping voices for that. Which I'm sure will not be consistent when I pick that game back up on Saturday. Gross! Oh. I really hope I did not just smack my lips down the mic. I'm so sorry, I just took like a big chunk of water. So the trespassers are indeed pirates, and they are indeed planning something. What is this talk of getting me boy back? Could it be their target never was a victory? Something is not right, and I won't sit by idly waiting for those pirates to make the first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help, Luna. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you. Give me book. I am concerned, Luna. It appears that the pirates that had you investigate are on the move. They creep ever closer to the dry dock, so I must assume they mean to target the victory itself. That ship is a symbol of everything Lindsay strives to become, and I will not allow these base scoundrels to lay a single finger upon her hull. We must apprehend them before they put their plans into motion. And you, Luna, are just the woman to do it. Without your capable assistance, I fear the security of the dry docks cannot be guaranteed. Not moments ago, my guards submitted reports of suspicious activity in the area. Pray begin your efforts by listening to one of their accounts firsthand. It matters not whom you choose to speak with, but be sure to question either Earthswift at the front gate or Sanango at the rear. Any suspect saboteurs you encounter during the course of your investigation are to be interrogated. Report any and all findings directly to me. Should I keep that one? Hello, adventurer. Glad to have another hand aboard to help shore up security. God knows our reports would sit on the gods know our reports would sit on Gimfota's desk, gathering dust if it weren't for the assistance of those such as yourself. Speaking of reports, though, I saw one of those mangy pirates lurking around the cliff near Empty Heart. I'd take a closer look before he has a chance to cover his tracks. Okay. I'm on the way. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Dodge all the dogs, dodge all the dogs. I'm probably not going to dodge these dogs. Dodge the dogs, not going to dodge the dogs. Yep, didn't dodge the dog. Go away. Ha 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 ha. Oh, spotted me, did you? Well, you're too late. What's to happen is already happening. Where are you going? Back here. Can I jump off this? No, I can't. That's annoying. Okay. It's fine. Let me dive from the highest cliff to the ground below. Maybe gets quicker. What was that moan you just let out, Luna? Belly pop. So you found me one of those pirates, did you? I knew you were the right adventurer to ask for aid. But what could those knaves be planning? What's to happen is already happening. Captain! Trouble at the shipyard. Easy now, soldier. Who did this to you? Pirates. Out of nowhere. Struck me good. Gods below, we were not prepared for this. A pirate soldier, how many do they number? Not sure. More than they could quickly count. Seems to be carrying explosives. Explosives? Then there is no time to lose. Luna, you heard the situation. Make your way to the shipyard and engage these intruders. I will see to this man's wounds, then follow after. Make haste now. Away! Was it this way? Here we go. I am an Arcanist. Fight me. Ha ha! Never reckoned it'd be this easy. Still don't trust those slimy bastards, but the plan worked like a charm. Ah! What are you doing, you great bloody fool? Shut your trap, boy. This'll all be over soon. All that's left now is to blow this ugly pile of driftwood into splinters. Why would you do such a thing? Have you any idea how important this ship is? What it represents? Aye, and that's what makes it all the sweeter. Whatever it takes to knock some sense into me treacherous, backstabbing son. Imagine a boy of mine giving up the pirate life to become a shipwright, and building a bleeding maelstrom vessel at that. Oh, and the Limlane's wide green ocean made you take up with these self-righteous shites. You're the one with no bloody sense, Star. Don't you see? The pirates had their glory days, but that era is over. Ugh, I wondered why Artbone never spoke of his father. I never would have thought. This ship's a symbol, all right, of everything that went wrong with the world, and I mean to shatter it to 100,000 pieces. Infota, Luna, pray beat the tar out of this bloated sea slug and make sure no harm comes to the victory. Aggressive book action. I'll show you Goodreads. Just kill everyone casually. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I must be getting old letting some green venture get the best of me. That's one big bloody ship. Big and nasty looking. You made that, did you? My thanks, Luna. I shudder to think what might have become of the victory without your intervention. The pirates have made a right mess of things. I best get to sorting out the docks. And my thoughts could use some sorting out as well. Ever did my father have a way of turning my life upside down? Pray convey my thanks and my apologies to Kinfota. I just want to know when I get back to the city so I can go do my next Arcanist quest. Ooh, also repair my stuff, because oh my god. No. I wish to repair my gear. No, I don't need any repairing. Let's go. Run, 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 run. Not fair, you, Luna. I cannot begin to thank you for the role you played in preventing this madness. You defended more than this simple ship. You saved the budding hope of Limsa from a violent demise. The day was yours. It seems our security regime was required in much of the way of improvement if we're truly to keep the dry docks safe. Upbrim apologizes. Well, I suppose I can understand why he would feel responsible for his father's actions. Of all those involved, this incident was hardest on him. But in time, I believe he will come to a single conclusion. The most fitting way of moving past his anguish is to see the victory completed and in the water. By the by, the pirates we defeated have been handed over to the Yellow Jackets. Reyna's men will be taking over the investigation. Before the Yellow Jackets moved in, however, we recovered a most unusual object. Should you have time to spare, I'd ask of you another favor. Luna, in light of your role in recent events, there are a few others to whom I would entrust this task. Since we last spoke, a curious missive has been discovered amongst the personal effects of Aktvan, the pirate behind the plot to sabotage the victory. The missive was penned in the most unusual script, a script we believe to be some manner of code. Needless to say, anything which a proven enemy of Limsa Lominsa deems worthy of enciphering is likely to be of great interest to the Maelstrom. Unfortunately, none among us can make any sense of the message. In cases such as this, I am told the Yellow Jackets are wont to turn to Barteron his convenient connections. Thus, I would have you deliver this missive to the proprietor of the Drowning Wench, into his hand and no other. Do you understand? Yeah, that's great and all, but I'm going to go do my Scholar quest next, or my Arcanist quest, I guess. Arcanist Guild! Ma'am, do you have a quest for me? You do? I did not mean you on. Excuse me. You seem tired, Luna. Are you sleeping properly? Damn, don't have to call me out like that. One's reasoning can suffer without sufficient rest and recuperation. Should you deem yourself fit for duty, pray make your way down to the practice floor. Orsia Kilia has requested you accompany her on another official inspection. There is, however, a requirement for your participation. Orsia will explain the situation. There's an FC on this server called Taco Place. That's pretty cute. Small, friendly FC. I was beginning to think I'd miscalculated, Luna. Thank you for coming. I will soon be boarding a trading vessel suspected of smuggling. All merchant ships that make use of Limsa Lominsa's ports are subject to inspection by Melvun's guards assessors. It is a routine I perform daily. In the case of smugglers, however, there is a 75% probability of encountering resistance. Thus, I would appreciate your company during this assignment. It is now that we must discuss the requirement of which you were informed. Though I have full confidence in your martial expertise, it is imperative that you first acquire the ability to summon Topaz Carbuncle. Such knowledge will be released to you contingent of your acceptance of this duty. Very good. The arcane entity given form by the Topaz geometry will further expand your offensive capabilities. With such an ally at your command, even the harshest of enemies will falter before you. Indeed, we could not conduct these dangerous spot inspections without its support. Please return to Mrs. Furbergheim and inform her of your participation. I will join you once I've completed some final adjustments to my tactical formulae. She is very much actually energy, and I love her for it. Nerdy with the statistics. You know she loves a tidy Excel spreadsheet. She sees a graph and she's just like, oh. You have agreed to accompany the force here, then I shall gladly instruct you in the use of Topaz Carbuncle. Pray do not hesitate to employ this entity in combat should the inspection turn sour. Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
mercenaries Grispin and Osfotter are here to assist with the inspection. Both are old hands when it comes to escorting Kalia during her more dangerous duties. Well met, Luna. My spells are at your disposal. This won't be the first time we're expecting trouble, but as long as we follow the Forseer tactics and keep a clear head, we'll come through just fine. Oh god. The Morning Star is preparing to dock in Aleport. We'll meet our first challenge, however, before we even board the vessel. It's almost a certainty that the merchant ship has hired a thug or two to accost us at the pier. I calculate the probability at 98%. The crew wish to avoid attacking us on deck, you see, as that would all but trumpet their criminal intentions to the world at large. Now, once we do manage to clear the rails, we will face a deck crowded with armed soldiers. For a small party such as ours, the most effective strategy will be to incapacitate individual foes as swiftly as possible. Each opponent we down is one less weapon raised against us. It is imperative that we do not allow ourselves to become tangled in multiple drawn-out skirmishes, lest we be overwhelmed. I call this the stratagem Hammerfall. Strategy is a tool used to manipulate one situation into the desired reality. Keep those words in mind, Luna. It is time we departed. Let us regroup before the main gates of Aleport. Take me away to Aleport. And away we go. Let us be about our task, Luna. Pray inform the steersman at the pier that we are ready to conduct our inspection. Should violence be offered, you are to execute stratagem Hammerfall. Do not forget, your tactics are both your shield and your weapon. Okay. Nyom. There, I have come for inspection. With the folks from Melvin's Gate, hells, I knew there'd be trouble. I'm certainly glad to see you can handle yourself. You'll find the landing boat just down here at the end of this ramp. I'll have no part of what comes next, though. Bye. Deftly handled, Luna. Once again, I am reminded of our guildmaster. Thanks to your efficient response, we were able to commence this inspection earlier than I had calculated. We shall board the merchant vessel out in the bay. Asforta, if you would take the rudder, the Morning Star awaits. since their welcoming party at the pier failed to deter us, I expect, with a probability of 85%, that our arrival will incite further belligerence. Our objective, however, is not to trade blows, but to gain access to the hold. It may behoove us to employ stratagem hardhead. The aim of our opponents is to buy time so that the suspected goods may be tossed into the ocean. I do not intend to give them that time. We will bull our way to the cargo hold as quickly as we can. It is a tactic fraught with risk, but one that your presence makes possible. Shall we begin? I am Forcier Kalia. By the authority of Melvin's Gate, I request that you surrender your goods for assessment.
Oh, now your timing couldn't be worse, lass. This old door's all rusted up, you see. Bloody thing won't open. You'll have to come back another day after we fix the hinges.
I will see that cargo now. Any vessel entering a port of Limsa Lominsa is bound by law to submit to a routine inspection.
The law, is it? Lads, I reckon it's time our guests had themselves a little accident. Pitch 'em over the side. Sir, I will aggressively throw my book at you. Trying to give you some nasty paper cuts between the fingers. I made my whole body tense up at the thought of that. Good job, me. It's like, summon your carbuncle. It's like, yeah, it's kind of on a timer, love. We having none of that. Ooh. Lemon squeezy.
A masterful display, Luna. Now we can finally gain access to their cargo.
Oof! Oh, well, she's dead. What have we here then? It's one of the bitch admiral's lapdogs scampering about me ship. You're just like your mistress, always sticking your nose in where it ain't invited.
No, it
can't be. Ah, recognized me pretty face, did you?
But you were caught, exiled.
Eorzea, are you hurt? Can you stand, wife?
Stay back. Stay away from me.
Eorzea, please calm down. What are your orders? I've had enough of your whimpering, and I've certainly had enough of these bloody books. It's clear you ain't learning anything from them. Oh. Reckon it's time you got a different kind of lesson. Oh dear. Here, Norfolk and Preserver, she's fainted. We must withdraw. Luna, quickly, back to the boat. We'll carry the Eorzea. Aye, that's right, you slink on back to your mistress, you worthless curs. That's a good word, curs. I have all the ferocity of a hamster. We'll take care of Killia. You best return to the Arcanist Guild and report to Mistress Furbergheim. And away we go. Whoop-a-doop-boop-boo. It is good to see you well, Luna. Grisfrin sent word ahead of your travails. An unfortunate turn of events, but considering the infamous Blackheart you faced, you might have fared much worse. Have you heard of the pirate Dosmarga? He was exiled from Lominsa some years ago, but it appears he's chosen to defy the Admiral's orders. And once more he dare lays a hand on Eorzea Killia. The poor lass must have been terrified. If I had known Dosmarga was aboard the ship, I never would have assigned her that duty. The assassin might require for some time to recover. For Killia, that man is a nightmare made flesh. Though her physical wounds will soon mend, there's little we can do to salve the hurt to her mind. You're concerned? Angry, mayhap? Harness that energy and channel it into your training. I predict we shall be needing your skills again before long. Aww. Level 11. We're now level 17. And we are back. Oh, what you have for dinner, Hantanos? I am now on Man of the Blue Tattoos, level 14. We're getting there. 50 bits. Girl dinner. Salad, cold cut sausage rolls. Oh, see, that's the best kind of dinner to have sometimes. Oh yeah, Luna, I've been hearing about your deeds at the dry docks. Oh, Boom laid out the entire tale for me. Also, I was still reeling as his old man's part of the business, but at least she kept the victory from being sunk aloft before she be sailed. Pickled onions, you can keep those. I like pickled onion crisps, I hate actual pickled onions. And for that, I owe you my thanks. You really made a name for yourself here in Limsalas. Folk know that when they need something doing. Eh? You need something doing? What might that be? You want someone to read a message written funny letters for you? And Grimfota thought I might know manners could? Well, let's see it then. I reckon I might know a canny bugger who can read stuff like this. Ugly sod by the name of Barteron. You know, you're like one of me regulars now, Luna. You never let me down, and yet Navigator helped me. I reckon I can trust you. Your brother was right to want this message deciphered. We've got us some trouble brewing here, and no mistake. Get ready for action, and I'll explain. Good to have you aboard, lass. Oh, I'm going to start. Back when I was younger and nasty, I earned me a living as a sellsword. In that business, if you want to know what your enemy was up to, I had to learn to read the orders you prized from the cold, dead hands of his mates. That's how I came to read how to read. No reading my. That's how I came to know how to read your message. Luna.exe just failed to load there for a second. Truth be told, the script was only too bloody familiar. Them Sahagan letters, lass. And I should know, I've got more fishback messengers than I can count. It gets worse, though. The plan to blow up the victory is all in here, right? Down to the fine details. Looks like they're meant to raise 8 kinds of hell in Western Lanuska, and then in the Maelstром's new flagship in the confusion. Holy! Okay, I'm taking a drink. I told you I'd get tongue-tied easily. The point being, the attack on the victory weren't the act of a few rebellious pirates. It was a key part of some canny bastard's grand plan. But if I'm reading this alright, the attack itself came much too early. I'll wager they panicked when they saw you was onto them, rushed in to do the job and buggered it all up. Them tattooed-faced bastards, as they say, were paying out for him's old man with the Serpent Reavers, right? I know their crew were there, were they? They have something better to do, or what? Oh! 7 L's, I've got it all backwards. That mess of the victory, that was meant to be the bloody distraction. The fishbacks ain't interested in Maelstroms, baby. They're after men, just like they always been. They're sending their pirate lackeys after a civilian target. His bit about raising hell in Western Luska. That's what it'll be. Someone tells me Swiftpost about to get it and I hard. I let it Oh my god. Harder on, please. Here's a rough translation of the message. Take it to Commodore Rayner at the Coral Tower and tell him it's for a busy day. Boy, give him an A&R. You can be damn sure need one. I misread that because my brain just went... My brain just flatlined. It's like, Limsa Laminsa is just like, who are pirates, who are, quite clean, and it's just like, oh my god, I can't. I can't skip letters. I'm not a bottle of water type person, you know? I say bottle of water. I enunciate. Until I say things like, piss off. And then I sound common as much. Everybody calls it the wrong name. Yeah, when I got to Heavensward... Lisa Simpson. When I got to Heavensward on my initial run through, they got to a point where I just could not pronounce half of those bastard elf names. And I love the names. I love the French, like, sort of spin on it, but I just ended up calling them, like, short names because I just could not keep up. Yoshida's out. Well, Yoshida and Koji are out to just make it harder for us. And it's like, yeah, no, we're on to you, Let's Players. You know what you're about. Yes, I'm Reina. Oh, you must be the adventurer whose name seems to be on everyone's lips. You are to be commended for your part in thwarting the plot to destroy the victory. What can I do for you this day? You bear an urgent message from Barteron. I get the feeling that my hopes for a quiet evening are about to be cruelly dashed. Tell me what is afoot. An assault on Swift Perch? We've seen nothing to suggest the Serpent Reavers are massing for an attack. Even so, it'd be foolish to discount the possibility. Bardaron is rarely wrong about such matters. I will marshal the Yellow Jackets for battle immediately. The only question is where to send them. While I concur with Bardaron's assessment that the attack on the dry docks was intended as a diversion, Swift Perch is but one of several possible targets for the main thrust. Commodore, sir! Report. This is Hagen, sir. They mounted a large-scale assault on South Tide Gate and threatened to overwhelm our defences within the day. The garrison requests immediate reinforcements. The navigator. The decisions have been made for me. Muster the troops and give order to march. Aye, the Serpent Reavers are in league with the Sahagan. Which means there is every chance this assault on Tide Gate may yet prove to be another feint. The fact remains, however, that we can ill afford to ignore it, and that leaves Swift Perch vulnerable to pirate traitors. It is at times such as these that I wish the warriors of light yet walked among us. But which will avail us naught, Arcanist. You must serve in their absence. Make the Swift Perch with all haste, and lend your strength to the squads I can spare for the settlement's defense. And away we go. This is why I'm so glad I grabbed teleport points earlier on. Meow. Getting there. Commodore Reynolds sent word we'd be getting reinforcements, but I didn't expect them to send you. You certainly look like you've seen your share of action, though. You bear little resemblance to the wide-eyed whelp I met fresh off the ferry. Well, in any case, do you know what you're fighting for here? This place, Swift Perch, it was rebuilt by folk who stood strong in the face of every hardship the Calamity threw their way. We're not about to let some fish-fancying scum claim the honour of being the ones who finally broke their spirits. Don't give those pirate bastards one bloody ilm, you hear me? I'm gonna smack them. Here they come! Here they come! Here they come! Everybody in? There now, I thought all them yellow jacket worms were meant to be busy. That useless scrag ain't followed the plan, has he? Now what? Pull back and wait for us Hagen brothers? Piss on that, we ain't turning back empty-handed. Remember, no killing the small folk will be your blood what stains Lord Leviathan's altars. The yellow bellies ye can butcher at will, them dirty slugs will be crushed under the full might of the Serpent Reavers. Seeing Swift Perch was the main target after all, eh? Squads 1 and 2 protect the townsfolk. Squad 3, you're our rear guard. The rest of you, we meet their charge where we stand. Let's bear the Commodore word of our victory or no word at all. Let's go! And I'm just here. Oh, gut all your yellow bellies and dance on your gizzards. Gizzards. Oh my god, my nose is like huge. Okay, let's smack them hard. Smack them. Smack them harder. I have literary knowledge. Fear me. I do read. Hello, evil demon. Here, read this chapter of your defeat. Sorry. Well fought. The Reavers are beaten and scattered. I've taken some men and hunt down the stragglers. Oh, but there may be more of them lurking about, so don't let your guard down just yet. My twat sensors are going off. The source of her strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. Ooh, purple, scary. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command that I may smite mine enemies. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. I ain't scared of you, Chief. Take a page out of my book. Be prepared. Where springs this prenatal might? Oh, you know, still kicking your ass. Hiya, Stola. You decided to show up. We're just throwing things at him aggressively. Boom! Fling my book at him. That the wisdom of the paragon should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons, did he say? It is as I feared. They are known as the Bringers of Chaos, or Asians, to give them their proper name. It would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes, and they're going to be here for a really long goddamn time, so start getting used to them. Pardon? You would know if we Sharlians have encountered Asians before? I've never spoken to you of my homeland. How did you know whence I hail? Wait, I do begin to see. You've been blessed with a special gift. Exposition powers. Alright, lass. If I'd known a mean bugger like that was hiding in the bushes, I'd have left a squad or 6 to keep you company. Well, at least now we can call this kidnapping investigation to a close. Those Reavers are the ones spiriting folk away in the dead of night, and this bastard here was pulling all the strings. A trifle simplistic, but not inaccurate. I came as soon as I sensed his presence, but ever thought to find such a scene of carnage. Yet we prevailed, and thanks to your heroic actions, I've learnt much. Aye, heroic is the word. I don't want to think of what would have happened if you hadn't been here, friend. And your assistance is much appreciated too, Lady Y'shtola. Please give our regards to the Scions. And he's like, what? I am glad to have played a role in bringing what I hope is the end to this disturbing spate of adoptions. And the thread of your fate forms a part of a most intriguing tapestry. Mayhap we'll be afforded the chance to speak more in the near future. For now, however, you must see this particular tale to its conclusion. Pray send my greetings to Commodore Rainier. He was just like, what did I get myself into? Forbidden rock candy. I am going to hydrate, oh my god. Whoa. Yeah, I find around... Yeah, I'm if I do stream tomorrow, if I do decide to, it's gonna be an art stream where I don't have to talk as much. We'll see. I do want to do an art stream this week. I just don't know if I'm feeling it Sunday. I'd rather leave Sunday open. And I'm not doing one on Friday because I have Raid on Friday, and I try not to stream after Raid because I like to unwind afterwards. And Saturday is a gaming day. Eventually the art streams are going to be shuffled to a different day once I'm back on my regular schedule. It's just at the moment, due to life circumstances, I have a bit more free time than normal. The great thing about the art streams is I can mute my mic and just put music on and people understand it's because I'm working. Arcanist, eagerly have I awaited your return. Words of your exploits already spreading through the ranks. My troops and I owe you a great debt of gratitude for your timely assistance. You've shown yourself to be possessed of a sure arm, a strong spirit, and sound judgment. Would that Limsa Lominsa have more of your like. I have little doubt that you shall one day join the ranks of Eorzea's greatest adventurers. It is but a matter of time. Clearly, Battlerun's eye for potential remains as sharp as ever, though I doubt even he imagined you're capable of such feats. Might you favour me with your own account of the day's events? Such victories bear retelling. Hello, Tolk. How are you? Y'shtola has been working with us for quite some time, you see. And she was only too willing to assist the Yellow Jackets in the kidnapping investigation, proving herself a stalwart ally of Limsa Lominsa yet again. Needless to say, after your part in thwarting the attempted sabotage of the victory, and the small matter of your deeds at Swift Perch, you too have proven yourself a valued friend of the Philosophy. Oh my god, I hate it. That's the word that's bamboozled me today. Admiral! Mother, wife, queen, icon. May I present to you Admiral Blushiswin. I can never get her name right. Mother.
So, this is the adventurer I've been reading about in the field reports.
I am one of those people that, I remember for a while I did not like her new voice in Heaven's Ward, because her ARR voice is very good.
I am Melve Bluefisfin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa.
Melweb Bluefisfin, okay. Bluefisfin, okay.
On behalf of my people, I bid you thanks for the deeds you have done this day. A token of our gratitude. What worth is high regard without just reward after all? Ha!
Do I dare ask what the fact is, and is it a good fact or a bad fact?
Since you first set foot in our city, my good friend Baderon and Commodore Rayner have taken turns at regaling me with tales of your exploits.
Wait, which Doctor Who actor plays her?
Safe to say, they left an impression. Join me at the coming banquet. A seat of honor at the celebratory feast is the least I can offer the woman who foiled the Sahagin.
Oh! A seat at the feast.
Oh, and don't be late.
Oh shit, really? I know who you're talking about. Oh, that's awesome. That's actually awesome.
Your fellow guests will be eager to take the measure of their newest hero, and some do not take kindly to being kept waiting. Till then, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
Yeah, my opinion's kind of shifted a little bit now, but shout out to the OG Moweeb as well. She is very good. See, I love the fact that when I found out who Grahatia's voice actor was, I was like, oh. And then I watched him in Bridgerton, and I was like, oh. I am not sure you understand just how unusual it is for the Admiral to invite an adventurer to the state banquet. It's a highly coveted honor. Why even the officer of the direct commander rarely afforded such recognition. Up to a certain point, but it has been so long that I am actually due for a replay. I only beat, I think, Garuda on my playthrough is who I got up to. I was not that far in, I know that much. Yes, I do, because I was absolutely obsessed with his voice in a very unhealthy way. But I will not deny you have earned it. Many of the tasks you performed in service of philocracy has been both difficult and dangerous. You're going to make me say that word, aren't you, game? This is a reward for all your efforts, a nod to your many achievements, both large and small. Has the enormity of this moment yet to sink in? Perchance you will realize its significance when you stand before the assembled dignitaries of Limsa Lominsa. And now that I've imagined the scene, I realize that you will require attire suitable for the occasion. I've watched quite a fair few of the Marvel films. I've been slowly working my way through them. I suggest you visit the wench and see what Baderon can arrange. He's surprisingly knowledgeable about such things. I am one of those nerds that loves learning about voice actors and being surprised that I've heard them somewhere before without realizing. Like, I'm obsessed with Cam Clark, and like every time I hear his voice, I'm like, hi, Cam Clark. Oh shit! He's been cast as Oh, Daddy Galactus. His voice is Sid. My god. I remember when I started streaming, and my friend Fen, this is where the Sippy joke, I think, actually came from, the Sippy and the Chugs, was that every time Sid talked, I was just like, hi. It's that gruff, like, northernish kind of accent. Oh, god, yes. Voices are a big thing for me. Well, if it ain't Moweeb's honest guest of honor. Hobnobbing with the high and mighty now, is it? Tell you, lass, I damn near snorted hell out me nose when I heard the news. You've come a long bloody way, you have, and that's the truth. It melts. Oh, my God. Well, one thing's for sure. You're not want for decent grub. These banquets are catered by the bleeding Bismarck, no less. With a grand chance to fill your belly to bursting with fine and, more importantly, free food. Baderon gets me. But we can't have you turning up in your shite cake venturing... Shite cake... God! Shite caked venturing gear! Yeah, that's Luna. Everyone else is like, oh, you're having dinner with the Admiral. That's such an honor. Luna just sits there. Her ears just perk up. Wait, did you say free food? I am strapped for gill. Feed me. Nah, the hero of the hour needs to have a touch of refinement about her. I've only stopped folk complaining when she stuffs her face with cake. See, he gets me. Take yourself over the Octant and speak to Jessamine of the Brugair Consortium. To furnish her with something ladylike to wear. Already had a word with her, and all you need to do is pick up the goods and bring them back here so I can tell you what's what. Yeah, the whole world stops. It's just food. You know the way Graha's ears perk up? That's Luna. Just like, food? Where's the Octon? I forget what that is now. Oh, it's downstairs. The other time her ears perk up was when Estinian's around. They're just like, Sir Estinian will be visiting. And she's just like, Estinian? Luna has no chill. She's like me. Far more than... I try to like... I mean, she's my persona, but then obviously there's like in-game versions of her and... Yeah. Ooh. Ooh, this aura looks kind of cool. What? It kind of reminds me of, Beelzemon or whatever his name is from Digimon. That's kind of sick. I like that. I love me Alara so much. I don't know why. Good evening, miss. I assume you're the underdressed lady Badaron mentioned. I see he was not exaggerating. I've chosen these especially for your debut in polite society. If not, I'm certain you will absolutely adore them. Excuse me, I'm not underdressed. I'm fully clothed. Oh my god. I'm fully clothed. I will de-shrimp. Oh my god. My back. I know some people think like redeems like that are kind of a bit odd, but... And I'm sure those of you who stream, especially those who can really lock in, you really do forget basic care when your brain locks in when you're streaming. Drinking, stretching, that kind of thing. I'd like to eventually, Yamper is very good at that, bless him. He sent me more pictures of his dog, of the dogs today, and I was like, yes. Shout out to Yamper. There is a lot of people just kind of hanging and chilling, I've noticed. Interesting. I don't really see, like, I don't really see that on my actual server, on the NA servers, but then my server's kind of a dead server to an extent. Been suggesting him, have ye? Let's have that box then. Here we go. A nice pair of dress shoes for you. Alas, might have much to her name, but as long as she's got a decent pair of shoes on her feet, there ain't nowhere she can't go. Think of it as a gift from me and all the other folk you done right along the way. Aye, 'tis a very moving gesture, I know. Just don't go welling up on me, would you? Wouldn't do for Limsa's new hero to have the banquet soaked their own tears and snot. Anyway, that's your garb sorted. Now you just need to settle your nerves. Tell me when you're ready and I'll have you tell where you need to go. And it's just like, shoes? Oh shit, we got swift cast. Whoa. I'm trying to do Cornish, but it does lean more into Bristol. You're ready then, are you? Good. The banquet will be starting soon. If you'd waited any longer, I'd have considered it me civic duty to get out there and drag you there. Ooh, I think I here's a tractor. I am from Cornwall, that's the worst part. And I don't sound Cornish. Now, making sure you're wearing them fancy shoes when you turn up, alright? Carrying them won't do no good. They're meant to make you look like a lady, remember? Not a lady's bleeding lackey. I'm a goddamn lady, screw you. As for directions, the feast's been held on the bridge in the Admiral's briefing room. Speak with Xanthil and Bulwark's Hall and he'll show you the way. Just keep that head held high, lass. After everything you've done for Limsa, you've got a good reason to be proud. And don't let no highborn bugger tell you different. Ooh, I got the clotted cream. Oh, cream tea would be amazing right now, though. Some little cucumber sandwiches. Dress shoes. Fancy dress shoes. An adventurer wearing fancy dress shoes. Oh no, those are fancy dress shoes. Come on, adventurer. I will show you to the briefing room. Oh, I think this is the voice section so I can rest my vocal cords for a little bit. Cream first, obviously. What do you take me for? Heathen? Mother. I want her outfit.
Brothers and sisters of the sea.
I say scone.
Join me now in honoring this woman for her services to our great nation.
Never ever said scone. I say scone.
May the navigator guide and protect her on her journey till sea swallows all.
Look how cute she is. Look at her dumb face. Mother.
These pirates you encountered with the tattooed faces, they call themselves the Serpent Reavers. Their ranks are formed of cutthroats and madmen who have pledged themselves body and soul to the primal Leviathan. From what we have gathered, they sought to swell their numbers by spiriting away any soul unfortunate enough to cross their path. I need not tell you the depth of the animosity between us and the Sahagin. How any seaman worth his salt would devote himself to the fishback's god is a question for a more temperate mind than mine.
I'm sorry. That was so childish.
But, thanks to you, our citizens may once more go about their daily lives, safe in the knowledge that they will not be dragged into the darkness by those execrable curs.
Such an extraordinary glow.
Yeah, my tits are pretty fantastic, Y'shtola. Thanks for noticing. Oh, you mean that?
This is one of the crystals of light.
Oh, one of my boyfriends has called them that before.
By the navigator.
Sorry.
After our encounter with the Gubu, you had a vision, did you not? Of a towering crystal. You bathed in her light.
Gross. I'm being childish, I'll stop.
Y'shtola's conclusion is clear, and I see no reason to doubt it. You are the vessel of a higher power. This being from your vision was the Mother Crystal. Your description matches what little we know of her. And if she has chosen you, then your deeds may yet shape the fate of nations.
No big deal. You misheard that.
As once did the deeds of the Warriors of Light. Know you the tale? Like you, they were not of these lands, yet they fought to protect us all against the corruption of the primals. When the Garlean Empire began its conquest of the realm, these heroes joined the Grand Companies and helped reforge the Eorzean alliance. And at the Battle of Cartano, they took the field beneath our banners to fight for everything we hold dear. It was on that day, in the midst of that hell, that we lost them. Every soul who survived that battle will never forget how it was to fight beside them. We are proud to call them our comrades. Yet whenever we try to shout their names, the sound dies in our throats. And whenever we strain to see their faces with our mind's eye, naught but their shadows appear to us, set against a blinding light. Ask any true Eorzean who knew them, and the story will be the same. It is for this reason that we call them the Warriors of Light. When I look upon you, I cannot help but be reminded of them. Keep that crystal safe.
See, I was more focused on her eyes. She looked half out of it.
In time, I believe the Mother Crystal will make clear her reasons for bestowing it upon you. Heed well her words, adventurer, for it is Hydaelyn herself who speaks.
Oh, get the ibuprofen.
Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold. Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
I much prefer Ralbon's new voice.
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
You the shifty git. Yeah.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Don't you lie out your ass.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Yeah, the way her horns sit are a little odd against her headdress. But she is a Pajali, so it does make sense.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. Gods preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
Gods damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me!
Snake? Snake! Snarky. Sorry.
Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
The rot brain was real for both of us.
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir!
General, please.
Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louisoix.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
Jesus.
The outcome of this battle was long since decided.
Interesting fact about Connie Senna, it's confirmed in one of the encyclopedias that she actually uses a glamour to make herself look older. Since she's a Pajali and they're eternally stuck to look like children. Damn, Dad, I thought you loved me.
Better to retreat now than risk a massacre.
She is so close to falling off that cliff.
This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louisoix. To your positions.
Kasbamul, Sogin Wese Tonzul. Logalo, Asawad Deken Bet Mubut. Imarat Way. Kiskatoga Hearts Wadadorns.
They sound like Sims, I'm sorry.
Seasoningen. Feastun the only Lamra Zadai Dorn.
Good laughter. Solid 8 out of 10. No, the ibuprofen didn't work. Morning, sunshine. Well, a bit much for you, was it? La bread. What happened? Ah, you don't remember then? You keeled over in the middle of the banquet and caused right stir. I had to carry you back to the wench myself. Well, I say carried, it was more a matter of dragging and rolling. Too much cake, I reckon. Are you fat-shaming me, Barteron? Anyway, don't fret. 'Tis little wonder you was exhausted after everything you've been through lately. Your little nap seems to put some colour back in your cheeks, though, so I'll leave you to it. Bugger, almost forgot. The Admiral wants to have a word with ye. When you feel up to it, talk to Zanfael and I'll let it be in the command room. Oh, and stay awake, eh? I told Moroba that was in the middle of telling you a story when you started snoring last time. I doubt she looked kindly on it if you repeated the trick. Rude. I need to put my shoes back on. La bread. Okay. Go speak to Mother.
Greetings, Luna. Admiral Blue Hisswin awaits you in the command room. Shall I announce you?
Yeah.
Ah, Luna, it is good to see you on your feet again. You are recovered? Then let us waste no time. I have a task that needs doing, one I would entrust to no other. The duty I have in mind for you requires some explanation. I do hope you have not made any other plans. To business, then. I have penned a letter to each of my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. Envoy! The Battle of Cartado and the calamity that followed claimed countless lives. It's been 5 years since those of us who were spared dragged ourselves in the ashes to look upon an Eorzea we scarcely knew. 5 years, and yet the people still suffer. Their lives are fraught with worry and hardship, and the warriors of light who might once have given them hope are gone. Yet we must press on regardless. We will never truly do so, however, till we have faced our past. To that end, I am proposing that a memorial service be held in each of the city-states on the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cartano. These letters contain the details of said proposal. And I would have you deliver them to our allies as my personal envoy. You've proven yourself a staunch and able ally to Limsa, but that is not my only reason for choosing you. No, I chose you because you possess a quality which puts in me in the mind of history's champions. A quality I feared lost. Say that you will perform this duty. Nod. I knew you would not disappoint me. This task shall take you far from the borders of our nation, to the city-states of Gridania and Uldar. A grueling journey, to be sure, were you to travel by sea and land, but I mean to have you take to the skies. An airship pass, to be used at your discretion. Airships bound for the nations of our allies leave from the landing connected to the bridge, but before you depart, I suggest you trouble Badaron for a few pearls of wisdom regarding each of your destinations. The old bastard is nothing if not well-travelled. It's a pity I cannot issue such passes with a freer hand as I did in more peaceful times, when berths were not so limited. But in these times of war, every craft we commit to the clouds, restoring the eye of the Empire, and every voyage must needs be born of necessity. Lest you doubt, I consider your place well-deserved. Nor am I alone in that opinion. There were other parties who would see you granted the privilege of air travel. Aye, Luna, your deeds do not go unnoticed. Full many see great promise in you, but I have flattered you enough. On behalf of Limsa Lominsa and her people, I bid you go forth, adventurer. Discover the realm for which so many have fought and died. Wonder and danger await you in equal measure, but turn not from either. Only by braving the unknown will you achieve the greatness of which you are surely capable. The light of the crystal guides you, and I wager that your destiny will be no small thing. Let's go back, talk to Badaron. Can't wait to trip over my words for the 17,000th time. Back from your meeting with the Admiral, are you? Personal bleeding envoy? So you'd be carrying the word of the Admiral herself to the leaders of the Alliance? Bugger me, I knew you were growing up in the world, but I didn't realise you got that bloody eye. I'm proud of you, lass. Thinking how far you've come, why, 'tis enough to bring a tear to me eye. And that ain't the ale talking neither. Well, not just the ale at any rate. Bless the navigator for steering you my way. Of course, this is only the start. Now you've got your hands on an airship pass, the whole of Eorzea's laid out before you like a fair maid on a feather bed. And she's a big girl too, with plenty of enticing nooks and crannies. Don't talk like that. If you think us Laminsons are characters, just wait till you cross paths with the grim forest dwellers of Gridania, or trade coins with the crafty merchants of Uldar. And then there's the wild places where the beasties rule, and ain't no bugger with ounces sense sets foot.
You're an adventurer, so a little thing like that off your back. Of course, it ain't all exploring and excitement. Yeah, heaps of trouble with plagues every nation, see? Change stars and talking intriguing and fighting. Beastmen and their goddamn primals. Eyes and ugly sides of life, and sooner or later you're bound to walk into it. But I'll wager there's bugger all out there you can handle. Something tells me you're going to be just fine. The realm's at it rough, 'tis true, but folk are beginning to recover from the beating the calamity dealt them. Call me an hopeless optimist, but it wouldn't take much to turn things round. You have no idea. It's the perfect time for an adventurer like yourself to get out there and make a difference. But what are you waiting for? And on that note, we're going to stop there, only because it's been 4 hours and my throat's a bit sore. I'm nearly caught up with you and Kara, Hantanos. Nearly there. A little bit more to go. Yes, I need to take a little break.